Yeah, I'm kind of a risky player because when you start playing like with a clear pattern, like Meek is so easy to block. It sucks.
Yeah, I just have no idea what's unsafe because all of her moves are. I'm just like, okay, I guess I'll.
They have a lot of presence. All of her moves like give you the image that she's very plus. But
Yeah,
she's
but like
really
I don't even half the time I don't even know if it's like, oh, she does thing. Is there a follow up to this? Is like this a series? I know absolutely nothing. I didn't even watch Eunice when it came out, and like I haven't really watched it even.
I should watch it more.
Probably.
Because I'm pretty sure Eve's got some really cool tech now. Bro.
That was very functional. I was like surprised he didn't.
Oh god. I really should be watching for what moves set you up with the some of that stuff looks really seamless.
Yeah, after the first or second Rekka, you can set a web like in front of him, sort of like further or further and more down. And then after any web set, you can do the flip forward into a move. So unless you have a good way to anti-air directly above you, you kind of just wanna like look to see if I'm doing something on the way down and shield it. But then I can just do one of the flip forward follow-ups, which is this where I plant a web down there, and then I can just fall and be mostly safe from that. Barely.
Every time I miss those grabs, my heart falls.
Yeah. Byakuya doesn't so much usually mix you up as just like make you wonder when it's over, and then like just giving you the impression that like it's over at some point and you can press a button and then hitting you out of it.
Yeah, I could see that. I saw the delayed hit the delayed 2A after the spider web, so I definitely gotta watch out for the timings in which you decide to throw out a normal after the web gets activated.
Yeah. You can disrespect it if you have like a true in-home reversal, but I don't know if she does.
Her DP isn't that good, I'd say. Like, it does have like upper body invincibility, but it wouldn't work against you like just throwing out levels on the ground.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, then there's probably not a very good answer to keep him off of you in this type of situation. Or rather, especially this one. That's a good way to call out doing either the command grab or the feint. People used to maintain that doing stuff into his overhead or command grab was made up legit mix-up options, and I always very much disagreed. But apparently it's unanimous that he's really good in this game, so... And like, even though I feel like almost nothing's changed besides him getting a reversal, so apparently I'm full of shit. Because that means, because if I feel like he hasn't changed, and everybody thinks he's like top tier now, then I was very clearly missing something.
I mean, Japan must have been playing him wrong before before the patch, I guess.
Kaguya. People would say that like he's not low. He was not low tier in Uniel. That like he. There was some contention. Around it, but like, yeah. But then it's like unanimous now. Everybody puts him near the top, but barely. He got a like the biggest change is he got a reversal.
Everybody's trying to convince me that Mika doesn't suck.
That Mika doesn't suck?
She doesn't suck.
I haven't seen Mika. I haven't seen any list that I've seen has always placed her like below mid.
It seems to me like there's just the three characters you can't play. Chaos and Kido and Mika.
Yeah, a lot of the other weaker characters got significant buffs. Yep, now he's real. His parry's super good. Yeah, Seth is super real.
Zero said he didn't feel much of a change between Uniel and Eunice though with Seth.
Yeah, that's the weird. I don't know. Like, maybe we're both full of shit. Except the thing is that, like, it was even more unanimous that Seth was low than saying Yakuya was low. So,
I mean, could it just be like an osmosis buff that? So
other characters
is still pretty competitive and stuff, but he's not his, his older self, right? Who was just like, ugh. And I think Merkava and Waldstein were also like, whoa, right? So like those three were like really, really good, and now that they've been knocked down,
toned down, yeah. That's like kind of true. I would believe that if I don't know. I haven't done enough research, but like. Has Batista really been changed?
I have no idea.
As far as I know, she didn't really get nerfed that hard, and she was very easily the best character in Uni. So I don't know how the tier list could have shifted so much that like you can put Yakuya and Seth near Batista at the top.
I'm surprised she was the best. I thought she would have had more representation.
Not everybody agreed with me on that. That either, but like...
I mean, she definitely had the tools.
There were, but it was... Like... her tools are absolutely ridiculous. They might still be. But no, she did move up in tier lists over time, and a lot of the tier lists I agreed with, like, placed her top. Like if the S tier got like shifted around or whatever, then she would be like right there. Like she would either be right there in S tier or even in her own tier above that. A good player behind Bautista is...
They're just so rare.
She kind of just has everything you could want as long as you can execute. Including not just charge, like her bits. I think that's a negative edge stuff, you're holding down buttons. And her damage is out of control. She's the only character in the game that can't get counter hit, at least in Uniel. I don't know if that's changed here. I think it hasn't.
It hasn't.
Yeah, she's the only character in the game that can't get counter hit, which is ludicrous.
Okay.
And, yeah?
So at this point, my body's metabolizing out.
Yeah, that's fine. And also, like, she has... Again, I don't know about what's changed, but she has, like, the absolute, like, probably, I would say, the only mix-up in the game, besides Hilda's Vortex, that's unreactable. Which is, her instant TK dive.
Yeah.
That's... If you do it right, it's fast enough to where it's like it's low enough to be classified as technically unreactable. Where in a game where like every overhead is like a dust, like barely any character in the game has an overhead that's faster than like a dust would be in Guilty.
That is true. It's actually why I say like Mika's really easy to block once.
Well, yeah, but Byakuya is the same way. His 3C is over like 30 frames. I mean, his charge 3C is an over 30 frame overhead. His force function is easily over 20 and is very telegraphed. And his proximity command grabs are over 30 frames of startup.
Right, but the thing is, he's got insurance. As long as you're doing that stuff like after you've already got some web set up, then it might actually, make the opponent not want to match.
I mean, that's what I was saying, is that he doesn't so much mix you up as what make you wonder when it's over. As long as your reaction times are good, and you just know what he can do, and you can react to it, then he's not mixing you up, you're just wondering when it's over. Just like every few seconds, you're taking a reaction time test of where you can react to something that's like 30 frames later. If you can, then he can never open you up. Except with, like, tick throws like that. Which technically are, like, a little bit more tricky. But everybody has, like, two-way tick throws.
And you got OSs.
Yep. Yeah. That's also...
I don't make use of them, but you do have them.
Yeah, I never did either. That's like a big reason why Uniel feels like a very fair game in every aspect except like maybe the neutral against some characters. Is that like you're not blocking Milia in this game. Like that's for sure. That's a really big buffer. Having a 100-meter reversal is pretty huge. Besides that, I got was the feint, the command grab feint, and some hitbox buffs.
Let's see what else. Yeah, I couldn't. I mean, I was all like, Mika can't be that bad. She looked so fun watching like early Eunice plays, but
Yeah.
she didn't win much. I was just like, you know, maybe it's just that these are like no-name players. That's gotta be it. But then like watching Eve play like characters that can zone pretty well, it's sadness.
I think I got the voice echo fixed, guys. There's no problem now. TD's talking in the chat about we're fearless. Saying that Seth's the best overall. He says considers best in theory, I guess if you have an execution.
Yeah, but like, when has that ever been a technicality? Like, oh, would be the best if anybody had good execution? No, I mean,
Fox.
yeah,
Fox in Melee, they're like, you know.
yeah, exactly. It's that kind of situation. If you assume that a player with perfect execution can come along and play the character, then that's a technicality that the tier list should account for.
Yeah, much like how before to it, the C Viper was pretty high.
Yeah, it was pretty hard. I don't know. Never, like, I tried to play that back then, but, like, I know that my execution has improved drastically since I played SF4. Yeah.
It was the hardest to play, and also the character.
Yeah, but, like, you have, like, there's not really an excuse when, like, yeah, sure, it's only like a handful of people in the world, but there are Tekken players that can do Brian Taunt Jet Upper in a match. That's fucking ludicrous that anybody can do that. That's like that would be a TAS input. It's literally a perfect input. But Jimmy J Tran and fucking me can do that shit in a match.
Yeah, I love seeing that. You know, they put so much work into it, they can do that.
Yeah, they could do something where I practice that shit like for like an hour in training mode like a day, and it took me weeks to hit it once. And I was surprised as fuck when I did.
Yeah.
And I'm not like someone with like bad execution. I hit one frame links very often. Because you have to with Slayer.
Tekken 7 a lot more technical than Tekken 6 was?
I have no frame preference for that. I did not touch any Tekken.
You know, I'm just
Burning
glad
Pass in
that
4-7.
I'm just glad that it doesn't sound like it's a bot fest stuff.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, it's nowhere near like the characters that are good in it. See like a lot of play, but it's not like you watch a top 8 and 6 of those players are bot. Like I know that was the case with like Tekken 6.
That was so funny.
Yeah,
It was
it's not like that with, for instance, like Dragunov. Dragunov is like considered like everybody. Like there's some debate about what the S tier is, but like Dragunov's always. But like you don't see top 8s like that with like 6 Dragunovs. People for the most part play who they want to, and then like really the only like thing you can point to that's like consistently placing a character like this character's always winning is the fact that JDCR mostly wins with Dragunov, but like JDCR is actually just the best.
You got me in the thing.
Yeah. Pretty easy to combo into. Like if you can do Rekkas, and if you can do Rekkas with a character where you don't even need to do a repeated motion to do Rekkas, you just hold a direction, then you can play Block.
Yeah, that's only I noticed when I was playing this, I was trying to figure some I noticed forward, triple back to Rekka.
Yeah, and
And then I realized you can just hold back while doing it instead of doing the Rekka move.
Yep.
Same thing with hide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hyde's got like other stuff that makes him very technical. I feel like that threw a bunch of people off from learning this game. Is that the sword character is not the Ryu. Hyde is a technical character, and it's like very strange that that's the case. Normally, you look at a character like Hyde and you're like, this is who I go to learn the game. No idea. Yeah, I don't know any changes, anything. I looked up specific changes at one point for like a few characters, but I don't even know if the list I looked at was correct.
Yeah, it could have been like the arcade list before they did it.
Yeah, because nobody, as far as I know, like nobody assembled a list that was here's console Uniel to console Unist. It's just like there were some. It's like, oh, here's the changes from Uniel to Unist in arcade. Here's the changes from the latest Unist in arcade to Uniel to Unist console. But then there were like revisions even in between that. So like trying to find a complete reliable list was surprisingly hard to the point where I gave up. But yeah, Lynn isn't too hard. She's basically the same. Like,
So is that a double jump input, or are you doing like a web in the air or something like that?
huh?
Because it looked like you were falling and then try to double jump.
This?
Yeah.
It's just hit a button after placing web, he flips, and he flips different like. And then hit a button after that, and he does a follow-up. Hit it like, and that recovers his air action so he can do a button as he's falling. Yeah. But all the answers to all of those are the same, except for if I do that. The answers to all of those are wait, and when he presses the button on the way down shield. If you're like in the corner, because otherwise you can like flip past you and stuff. And then, but if he does the web on the ground thing, the frame situation varies. I think mostly it like doesn't place them at advantage. It's normally maybe like around even. I don't know.
If there's a web on the ground and then landing on it, kind of walk over when I land on it.
Yeah. There's built-in delay to when webs will trigger when you're in their proximity. Overall, even when you wake up into a web, I don't think it hits you right away. It's a little delayed.
So then that command grab you have, it's not really a 50-50 where like if you jump, you can get through, or if you don't jump, run.
No, I can't do it. Yeah. Actually, the delay, if I recall correctly, the delay kind of works in his favor with that mix-up, because if there's a web on top of you, there's a tiny bit of, and you're waking up, there's a tiny bit of time where, since the web won't hit you yet, you're not in block stun yet, so if they time the command grab just right, then it can hit before the web does. So in that case, like, that's a bit of a mix-up. I never really learned the timing for that. Oh my god. You have to shield it.
I tried like 2 times, but I guess I got the timing wrong.
It's not a specific timing. It's multi-hit, so like, just mash it until he lands. But you do need to verify that you got it at least once, because if you keep mashing, then you'll green shield after the hits are done and put yourself in recovery. Because when you hit shield while you're in block stun, you aren't shielding the thing that you're blocking, you're shielding the next thing. But it's multi-hit, so you have time. You just need to. I believe if you shield any one of them, it'll add recovery. It's a little. I forget how it works with multi-hit moves. You might have to shield multiple parts of it to actually fully make it unsafe, but it's really big and slow. So
All I'm saying is I tried, but I got the timing wrong.
yeah.
Like, you obviously can't do
You
it.
can be a
after
little
you're
more
already-
liberal with the timing. It's important. It's probably the most important part of the matchup terrain. Yeah, like I think there, it wasn't unsafe, but I couldn't hit a button for sure. You eliminated the advantage. Because otherwise, just like any other jumping, it's like plus a lot. Yep, I tried to hit the button there and you beat me there.
Does any of you follow the baseball World Series at all?
No.
You guys still anything for the stream? Right now, who said he's going to go over leaving the World Series right now. He's really disappointed. Paid like World Series tickets. He was like, I want to forget that they paid all this money to watch the World
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do stuff on wake up against it. Unless it's invuln. I can get up next if you guys want to play, but I'm not gonna like call that out.
I don't get much chance to play.
Alright. Yeah, I'm surprised that like on Netplay it's not like infested with Yakuyas or whatever, especially considering like he's
It was really
supposed
just
to be-
phone on an Akatsuki.
I don't play like anything. I would assume
Oh, yeah, but he said
the biggest one.
that's maybe.
Even local, I find it way too many costumes.
Yeah. In the first one, I played a bit of Netplay, and Yakuya was somewhat popular. And I was actually not a Yakuya player until I lost a bunch to someone online using Yakuya. And I was like, what's this character like? And then I realized that everything he was doing is super easy to do. And so I was like, okay, at least until I get a hang of the game, I'll play this character so I can learn the game with a simple character. And then I just never like, I stuck with it. Because at first I wanted to use Yuzuriha. I was trying Yuzu.
Oh, back then she was way tougher.
Yeah. And I was having a tough time with that, and I was also like having a tough time with other characters. And I didn't want to play Gordeau because like everybody played Gordeau.
Yeah.
And I hate playing mirrors. More so than being a hipster, I hate playing mirrors. That's like the number one reason I don't want to play popular characters. Not so much that I want to be original, but just like I'll never play a popular character unless I'm okay with also having a sub to play against that character.
I couldn't move back down for some reason.
Whoops.
Still can't move down.
That's weird. That's
Oh, I see why.
Oh, is it on?
It was
the
set
wrong-
on right stick for some reason.
Yeah. And then typically.
That is from work. That's a plate for a lock. Yeah, no, I hear ya. I seem to always try and play different types of characters for each fighting game. It's like I never really played a zoner, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna play Hilda. Hilda's a zoner.
Yeah.
I like her laugh, it's funny.
Yeah, she's great. And it's really tough. It's really tough to win with her above low level if you're not practiced in doing more attacks. Like once you get that going, it's a guessing game for real. It's one of the only mix-ups in the game that's unreactive. And it's fully loopable, so as long as you're good at picking the option that the other person won't pick, Hilda can just win as soon as she gets one hit. It's hard to do though. Like, I don't know if you know what it consists of. I forget exactly how you set it up, so I can't tell you that. But some way after pin, you get them to block the shower, so that so that you get just a free jump in.
Uh huh.
And what you do is you do falling charge C, I believe it is. And you do it at the exact right distance from the ground, so that there's only a few frames difference between the charge C stopping your momentum and hitting them overhead, or you hitting the ground and hitting them with 2A low.
Huh.
And it's really hard to see, but it's one of those mix-ups where the tightness of how unreactable it is based on your execution and the precision of how tight you did it. So if you're not really good at the input, then it becomes more reactive. So in that sense, Hilda's very execution heavy, even in addition to the hint.
I agree. Yeah.
I don't know if she still has that exact same thing in this game. If she doesn't, I don't know why they take it from her though, because like that was what made her good. That was like the thing keeping her out of like mid to low mid.
Mm-hmm.
Just right above mid.
I tried to go for my my half circle forward D, and I missed it for some reason. It just assaulted right at you.
I think maybe it's pin, shower, like set teleport
Uh-huh.
fall. Like pin, shower, teleport.
The B
fall on it.
teleport might do it. Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
That gets you close but high.
It's annoying to try to do though. It's you need a lot of time in training mode, like practicing that before you can bust it out in matches.
No. That's one thing I need to do better. Find ways to extend my damage with some supers.
Yeah, her hard combo routes can be pretty difficult as well.
Mm-hmm. That right there was what I should have done with the shield one on ground. Thank you for trying to challenge you. Okay. I know.
So I got this art book when I went to Kamikaze. It was like $8, and it is a really good art book.
What's it from?
It's from 106 artists.
Oh, okay. It's like a compilation, yeah.
Yeah, it's all their artists.
Oh, okay. Yeah, usually art books are pretty damn expensive.
It's only part, it's all covered. It's not like the cover.
Yeah. Hey, that's.
Trying to escape, you made all these webs everywhere. No. I wasn't trying to hit you, I was trying to run away.
Yeah.
This just didn't jump high enough.
Yeah, you're not reacting well enough for me to take advantage of it, but the one thing you can do to kind of make a realer mix up with Byakuya is his 3C, his normal 3C, again, even though it's an upward thing, is a low.
So the normal one's a low?
Yeah, so you can
man.
so you can hold it for just a little bit, but not fully charge it, and then hit them low if they react right away
Wow.
to the animation.
Yeah. You told me a little bit of it. Was it a trade paperback? I think so.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Damn, I screwed up my linchpin thing again. If you let go at the wrong time, it just doesn't come out.
Oh, no, I played her for a little bit. I know how that goes.
Yeah.
You let it go when you don't want to, and suddenly it's gone.
Yep. Just changing the song.
Yep. Here, I'll just pick the best song in the game.
There you go. That's a good one. I like Chaos' song a lot.
Yeah, this guy, I mean, was it Raita? Raita did some good music.
Yeah.
That's the name, right?
I'm not sure.
He also did Melty's soundtrack. Didn't he?
Melty soundtrack was really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Generally, very, very good composer. And then there's non-assistant. Go to NorCal. I love you. That's their meme. We don't meme that down here. Or at least we shouldn't. They started that thing. They fucking NorCal loves picking like the bad theme in every game. Fucking they did. What do they do? And they fucking pick Birthday Train.
Birthday Train.
Birthday Train and Exerd for grand finals because like yeah. Ironically, you wouldn't fucking pick it in grand finals unless you're a goddamn meme lord. but like, I don't know how to. It's just really. It sounds like a Nickelback song, and actually, it sounds worse than a Nickelback song.
Do you like Photograph from Nickelback?
Well, it's one of the ones with vocals, and it's like, it's kind of ballad-like. I don't know.
So, some of their vocal songs are really good, but not Birthday Train.
I don't really like almost any of them. Yeah, it's. Six Black Heaven's Guns is pretty alright. I don't know. I think Heavy Day was also pretty okay. It's like just they're not great. Yeah, I'd rather not listen to like any of those. With I don't think that like the vocal compositions really work in general. In general, Exert's compositions are weaker than like previous Guilty Gear, and I think like it's the vocals that really push it into butt rock territory. Yeah, butt rock.
I actually really like the drums as and you don't really hear them.
The drums, no, because like I mean the drums are more like new metal style.
It does feel a lot like rawer and grungier than like some of your normal like. Guilty Gear XX is a lot cleaner.
XX is like it's like clean melodic focused like heavier thrash. I don't know about more fun. Also, like, the guitar is the point. It's like, it's rock and metal focused. The guitar is the focus.
Especially if it's mostly instrumental, the guitar is even more focused.
And then, like, it's a departure, and therefore, like, you can. It's got some sounds that like old Guilty Gear doesn't, and so like you can. I think it's fine to like it in its own respect, but for me I feel like it's overall weaker than. But it's not that it matters. They include all the old songs in Exert, which is like if only every fighting game developer did that. But. There are plenty of tracks I like in Exit. It's just like I don't really like them quite as much as the other.
I like Exert a lot more than Revelator. I don't think there's a single song I like.
When I use Exert to refer to the entire series.
Yeah.
Kind of like Double X refers to, like for some people they'll use that to refer to all of the Double X games.
Yeah, but I mean like there's a few songs I like from Sign. I can't really think of anything that stands out in Revelator. It's like maybe Johnny's theme. But that's only because the intro, really.
Johnny's original bet is pretty good. I think Stoltz is solid, but not great.
Yeah, I put Stoltz in Sign though.
Oh yeah, Leo was a DLC.
Yeah, but like Jam's theme,
Jam's theme,
no.
Johnny Jacko's.
Yeah, Jacko's whatever.
Yeah, it's very whatever.
I was sick of hearing it from the training and tutorial stuff.
So I barely remember it, which says to me that I didn't like it enough to play it again. So. Yeah.
Typhoon's theme, whatever. Dizzy's theme, whatever.
Oh, Answer's theme is pretty alright. Answer's theme, what is it called? What's it called?
It's like something is something.
Yeah. In high school, I was big into it.
What I'm getting at is, I listened to Crash and Heavy Metal exclusively, and I would edit.
I tried to delay the teleport just a little bit.
Yeah, no. So you have an appreciation for like what it's supposed to be about, but you just still feel that the Exert soundtrack's stronger. I don't know. I mean, that's fine. Music is very subjective. There's a reason so many people still fucking pick still in the dark though.
Yeah.
Still in the dark is still one of the strongest.
It's a great song.
Even if it's like for a lot of people it got played so much they got tired of it. Still in the dark is amazing. And I feel and like I don't feel like any their song actually. I feel like a great deal of the Double X soundtrack is like extremely close to that.
Yeah, Double X. I mean, there's a few versions from like the previous games, other than like the newest Double X that I prefer more. I know you're talking about just the XX series in general.
Yeah, basically like what is included in Plus R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I just wish that you could keep some of the older versions, like of Keep Yourself Alive, like the X Plus version, or like original Sucker Sage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there's so many great songs in that original series. You know, Ride and Pain, Ah She.
Yeah, a lot of them I feel like didn't carry over the like from a lot of the characters that like their new themes in Exert didn't carry over like the energy of their original themes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think the only one I feel like that got close was Jacket Andy with Slayer. Jacket Andy with Slayer is one of my favorite tracks in Exert, and it's like a few levels below Haven't You Got Eyes in Your Head, but it's like when comparing them, it's like it's the one that seems to like, oh yeah, okay, guess what Haven't You Got Eyes in Your Head conveyed, and it kind of shoots for that again. Which, but like Slayer's got that really always strong like musical theme, like metal plus jazz.
Yeah,
that's always great.
I did like in Ixerd or Sign, where when they did Axel and May, they redid their the Missing Links themes.
Yes.
In March the Wicked King, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I really listened to either of those.
Yeah.
And then some it's like fucking not even close. Like May's new theme compared to Blue Water, Blue Sky
Yeah.
is like
Blue Water Blue Sky is
the
great.
most forgettable shit ever compared to Blue Water, Blue Sky.
It took a while. But
It grew on you?
grew on me. It
Okay.
grew on me, and I can't like.
Maybe you you probably listened to it way more than I did, being a May player. Really? Okay, I don't know.
Mostly I listen
Falls is pretty alright. Of the new but not DLC or like red characters, I think the one I liked the most was Bedman's.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
the song I would mostly practice to.
Is that Eddie versus Amelia? Or Zana versus Amelia?
I don't understand why people
Still in the Dark was Eddie versus someone.
Yeah, it was Eddie versus Amelia, but it's EX version of that. So like that, it was
EX.
from X Plus.
Oh yeah, okay.
So you could only get it if you select that song.
actually and I totally
Yeah, for me, I feel like I'm one of the few people that like didn't get tired of it, like because I got into Guilty Gear super late, but then also stayed with like Pulsar over Exerd. Because like I've heard like from people that played Guilty Gear for like forever, or like they played it all the way back to like Slash or whatever, that they're like, oh yeah, Still in the Dark is great. I'm fucking tired of hearing it.
well, I'm not tired of hearing it either. It's just, okay. The thing is, as good as Still in the Dark is, like, it feels like there's 2 or 3 instruments just in the background, always playing the same notes, right? So like the acoustic guitar gets that solo at that one moment that goes like. That guitar plays through the whole song, actually. Like that's what I'm saying. On the good source, I would never hear XR soundtrack. All these like
More varied layers.
Yes, that's my deal.
Okay.
So I love the melodies of classic,
Yeah.
but
That's what I focus on. That's I would say like if there's one thing, yeah, no, that's totally like the prevailing melodies of the songs. That's totally what I focus on in Guilty Gear tracks.
yeah.
Like I especially considering it's a fighting game soundtrack, I appreciate repetition so that it stands out a little less, and so that you get some it feels like more cohesive.
You don't have time to catch the new ones.
Yeah, but like it's there and it's pumping you up anyway. Yeah.
So there's also not as present, in all of festivals here because he like the tempo load and stuff. It's kind of playing. There's always one song, but it's really something
In some cases, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't think it is that. But that was definitely what's going on there. Whereas probably like almost every song they call it sound like it's their own,
Yeah. Oh shit.
Are you going for the same thing?
I was trying to do a reversal.
But you will, it sounds like a drum. So like this is, I initially much of a business. I mean, I do like that it paid homage to the cookie and that movement was slow down and turn off sheet. But, I mean, that was the first that allowed that, right? But when I actually really started listening to a good source and stuff, I actually really like this.
Yeah, to be fair, also, I don't think I ever listened to much of Exert's soundtrack outside of the game. So with the isolated audio, and like try to like pick it apart, because normally to do that I have to like already like a song.
Some interesting juggle there.
Yeah, he doesn't really have, like, his air combo routes are really weird to do, and you don't get set up for them too often, so, like, I'm kind of just winging it when I get an anti-air hit. His anti-air game was way weaker in Unial.
Yeah.
Both of his anti-air buttons were buffed to actually work.
I didn't really start utilizing Hilda's anti-air a lot more, the 3B. I don't really know how to combo off of it much yet.
I think it's, I think to combo with that, you basically do the same thing you would from like, you would hit the 3B and then hold the B, and then do like, I think the same thing you would do after doing it in a combo.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to, but it's one of those things where you have to be holding the B after 3B, and so you have to confirm.
Oh, damn.
I'm trying to dash forward and then do 2-3-6-C. So I'm getting I'm getting 6-2-3-C.
Yeah.
Because I'm dashing forward.
But yeah, like, I mean, it took a lot of practice for me to be able to do my Dragon Punch spike move and then holding B and then doing more combos while holding B and then letting go.
Yeah.
So just going into 3B into something when I have no clue what it could go into and experimenting, I haven't really tried that out much.
One thing I really don't like about doing combos with, like, or like just negative edge stuff in general is how much it strains my hand. How much more pressure I put on my hands when I'm holding only one thing.
Yeah.
And it like really.
Well, it's a lot better than a turnaround punch from Balrog, you know, where you're holding all 3 punches.
Yeah, and then still trying to do like other stuff. Yeah, that's weird.
Ah, I lost my thing from that.
Yep. Should check out Japanese like club jazz stuff. There's a lot of that, and it's a lot of it is really good. Like if you want like active current like jazz. I don't think it's for me, from what I've listened to before. Isn't it kind of like pitch shifted and slowed down? Like, isn't it? It's kind of like a heavy, heavy on the like the editing of like older tracks, mostly sample. Yeah. That's kind of what that's my perception of it. It's like it takes a lot of like 70s, late 70s, early 80s type tracks and like fucks with like the BPM and stuff.
I do like a lot of jazz influenced metal.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I've heard that as the typical like cliche of future funk is take something from Sailor Moon.
Yeah, well, that's nitrous.
Oh, okay.
I've seen among artists and stuff. Really, the only one that has existed in
All right. Maybe they. I mean, one artist can set the bar. They can like set the stereotype of the genre. Sometimes it happens a lot. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. I remember what you're talking about. Yeah, but often the one that popularizes the genre will then be like, oh, that's what people look at as the genre. Yeah. I don't really actively follow much like music and like looking for new albums all the time anymore, except for hip hop. Whatever. It's a repurposed piece of media most of the time, right? It's like your take, like it's, I don't know. Or again, if my perception was correct about like it being mostly like sampled stuff. You have to wonder that about a lot of things that aren't at like immediate threat of copyright. If you know it's not like something that people are paying attention to like fucking sick their lawyers on them, then yeah, like fucking old video game music is all that.
Yeah.
Like old video game music is entirely like we took the main melody of this like really popular pop song or something and then just made it the games and then just like made it the theme in the game. And nobody cared because it's like, what the fuck, we're not gonna go after some Japanese video game or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna go after like fucking John Carmack in whatever basement flipping on like stuff in like, who the hell cares? Oh man, and the new Doom did so fucking well with that. I love McBurden. I like the guy that developed that composed Doom 2016 soundtrack. So fucking great. It is the greatest shooter campaign in like a long time.
I've heard a lot of great things about it.
It's well, okay. Maybe I don't have a right to say that. What I should say is that I normally do not like first-person shooter single player at all. I only play shooters like multiplayer because I don't care about single player like shooters. And I didn't think that like I would care about the campaign of any like shooter, but like no, it turns out what I want is just like every game to be as good as Doom 2016.
I mean, the campaign sounded really good.
It's extremely good.
I think the only thing they can offer for is the most thing I play, basically all the enemies.
They make a like, if you think of that as like a strict this is a bad game design thing of like locking you in a room with enemies and like, but I don't, and I think that like it's just down to I don't think of it that way. I think of like, well, is the actual level you're locked into interesting enough where the like what enemies you're going up against and what type of area, like with what options you have available, is that interesting enough? If so, then that's fine.
Yeah, I feel like I myself could also get that pass because, I mean, it's very arcade.
Yeah.
A lot of arcade games where shoot all the things.
Yeah.
Kill all the things.
Yeah, if you want to like always like keep moving, like it accommodates that. It's just that like you're not continuously moving to make forward progress, but like the game is still all about movement and like going fast and like you're not hiding anywhere. like it still has all of that you want out of Doom. And so I don't really see a problem with them like locking you into the arena. The arena's like fucking like action game style, but it works. Like under 30. I don't think I've really seen it under 30. Yeah. The DLC is all for multiplayer. The DLC is all for multiplayer, and multiplayer is like it's like a little serviceable. It's not done by id. Sort of. Yeah. I mean, that's nice. Like, that's one of that can be a very good thing. There was a beta. It wasn't all that special. Like, the campaign is totally what you buy. The campaign and, the campaign arcade mode, which is just the campaign, but, you know, with, like, fucking scores and stuff, and which is great. They nailed, like, oh, I want to play through the campaign, but, like, not in a story capacity. I kind of want to play it, like, almost like speedrun. This is, like, you know, I want to play for, like, development of skill at the campaign. It's like, oh, they threw in this arcade mode. That's fucking perfect. And then also, they're what do they call it? Snap map, map creator thing, where like you can create like, which is one of the best level editors, like someone's put out. Yeah, it's really good. People made all sorts of great stuff on it, like multiplayer and the single player or like co-op focused like stuff. People can make some really cool stuff with that. But yeah, mainly you get it for like the campaign, and then like because that's what they fucking did. They nailed that.
Sure.
You want to play him or play me?
Yeah, we play. Marty and I play all the
You
time.
can just answer the question. You don't have to.
He wants to play Vita.
Okay.
It's not as bad as like how you were doing the typically. He gets a lot of
I was okay at this game. Well, I was okay at Uniel when there was a scene for it. Yeah. Yeah, there are. I do one. I do the down back throw input OS. I do that on defense sometimes. I'm not good at recognizing when I should be doing it anymore. Yeah, just unfamiliar.
Oh, it was not supposed to be a fucking assault. God damn it.
AFL. Yeah. I'm sure he's still really good. Oh yeah, he was the technical player. AFL was great. I'm sure if he still practices the game, he still is. Yeah. Yeah, anything that KFL puts time into, he's like really good at. He's just like a really good player. That definitely seems those are most of the times when I beat him.
Alright, let me hop
He was
on.
like a little rusty and coming off of like not playing the last week or something.
I've had KFL here once before. Just once.
Yeah.
I texted him. He hasn't been showing up since.
Super strong Elton.
I think he's just far.
The first one.
He's probably busier with life things.
LA's a big place.
Life. That's what Sledge is busy with. He's not showing up to anything.
You can play for maybe like another half hour or something, and then call it.
Sounds good.
No Melty stream.
Yeah, I kind of want to play Melty, but
I mean, we could switch to that if we can.
if you want to play Melty for like the last half hour, I'd be down.
Finding you out in chat.
Oh, okay.
Hello, are people there? I love Gogies, but I work on Wednesday night. I'm far away.
He's really far.
Yeah, a little.
It's fine with him to not go to places when you're fucking all the way over in Oxnard.
Yeah, I chill here because I work like 5 minutes from this dude on car.
Yeah, I'm like not far at all, and I still don't come very often because I'm lazy.
But I live in LA, so it's quite the commute.
It's not real.
They're approaching me very different from last time. Were you like dashing forward more against Nathan?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not really the type of person to, in the moment, think about how I play. I play way better when I don't think.
That's a bad thing.
I don't think so. I've gotten better at every single game as I... It's not that I don't think, it's just that, like, if I'm as I develop familiarity with something, I don't feel the need to analyze it. So I look at not thinking as a good thing. It means I'm comfortable.
It doesn't work.
It makes it harder. It does make it harder to adjust. It makes it harder to adjust, but man, I really don't know why that's not working anymore. They must have changed something about how webs activate. But I think, sorry, but I think like a game that cemented that mindset for me was Vampire Savior, because you can't think in Vampire Savior, it's too fast. It's literally too fast. You cannot, you can't allow yourself to think. The game is just lightning.
I do feel like you can kind of get by with it here because the OSs are so strong. And not only that, but you have like legit combo routes and Oki routes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty much laid down for you.
Yeah, like situations once you're like practiced in them become very deterministic. If you have like EOS and I don't, so like I basically, my defense is generally just like, do I know what's coming? Like, do I know what's coming or not? What this character can do? With Mika, I kind of can't, but like, hey, it's Uniel. Everything's pretty easy to see.
Oh my god.
Yeah, his command grab mix-ups do present a sort of interesting like change of pace in that like all of his other offense you just wait, and then his command grab is like the answer is to immediately shift to okay, I should challenge this. Like with what you did like before, like for really long horizontal moves, you want to see the startup where he twirls around and then just hit that.
What do you think about Arxis finally deciding to do the something in the beginning?
tag. I don't like how it looks for sure. That's what I mean, yeah. Overall, like how I feel about it, I don't feel good about it. Wow. The hitbox on that must really not be there. It did not eliminate the web.
That's why she's sadness.
Not just holding a button to attack after you get hit, which is something you should always be doing.
Yeah, there's really no reason not to.
No reason not to. It's not guilty here. You don't need to think about teching. As far as I know, actually, yeah.
I think the worst game to Tekken would have to be Melty-Do, to be honest, because it's so easy to just freaking.
It can be, yeah. But like, yeah, maybe in some situations Melty even more so than Guilty. But like, Guilty Gear is kind of like a universal rule that like you like only tech when you're sure of the situation. Even though nobody actually plays like that. Everybody techs indiscriminately, and you need to teach them a million times not to tech somewhere before they actually obey. But yeah, like this is the one game that's actually the most like that, because even in BlazBlue, there's some tech traps with characters, even though they have hold button to tech as well. But in this game, it's just like always tech.
Invincible on the way down.
Yeah.
And you can't attack.
Yeah. There's
So right when you touch the ground, that's when you're vulnerable. So you need to just hold block as soon as you touch the ground.
nothing bad will happen.
But because of that, you get some weird stuff, like people trying to prevent you from escaping by just jumping at you and not touching anything. So if you walk there, somebody just like in a really weird way.
I mean, wouldn't it like say help you with the rookie game, because like if
Yeah. That's the thing. That's why it's never a big deal to just like always tech. If somebody finished their combo, then there was nothing you could do anyway. If somebody doesn't, then you air tech out, and that like almost immediately relieves all pressure. Like you're basically back to you're back to like a slight advantage situation if they run up on you after you air tech. Like, it's not a big deal. I think there's a place for it in the game. It's a different design decision. Uniel is like the actual modern picture of fair game design. A lot of like the fucking modern like Street Fighters and stuff try to be like not dirty and like very fair, but like their design is just terrible on top of it, so they don't even really know how to get there. Uniel is like the actual like, oh, you're not really going up against shit that's like really cheap most of the time. It's like you just play neutral and then like do your combo when you get a hit. There's very you're never playing against middle. Yeah.
Like the Street Fighter is very sterile and tame.
Yeah. And yet, but yet, like, there's still, like, you still get situations where it's actually pretty hard to deal with, like, a player effectively, like, just throwing you in the corner a bunch of times, where, like even in Uni, like, the throw game it's even easier to deal with the throw game. It elected to keep a lot of situations very fair, and then, but it still remains that like it has some fun to it, even though like that's the general rule. There are characters that break that rule.
It does feel like a lot of these fighting games, like the current ones, are trying to come forward and we're like, okay, it's trying to be like,
Well, they're not as dumb as David Serlin. Yeah, they're trying to reach a mass audience. They're trying to reach a mass audience by making shit more accessible. And but yeah, they're not quite as bad as David Serlin, and they're still not making Fantasy Strike, so thank God. But they still don't quite understand that
So
some bullshit.
does he want to get here or not? Wing Zero.
Oh no, Wings are lost to be here. He's not going to
Oh no, yeah. It takes him over an hour to get here.
He was asking if he could go to a little flight tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. Oh, okay, I was gonna ask you how's that place doing, but
I haven't been there in a while. I actually had this really big event.
okay.
It's done now, so I might go back to
Yeah. Worst case scenario for teching, there's basically no worst case scenario for teching, but in that match you get an example of if you don't tech, they can drop a combo and then just pick it up. Yeah, possibly.
Because you can blackbeat people, they don't attack.
Yeah.
There's no penalty.
There's no penalty, so
And
you
it's
always
super
win.
easy to do if you want to get your time under.
Yep. It's just about making that a matter of habit.
It almost seems odd that they give you the option. Nathan Sterling is the genius behind chess 2.
No, really?
Yeah.
No, 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 no. Oh no.
Two perfects.
Yeah, okay. It wouldn't have been a perfect if I didn't hear about that.
He got so shaken by chess
Many people
2.
have made
got-
different versions of chess, but only one version is good enough to be called
Chess 2.
the sequel.
Made a sequel to chess.
He rebalanced it because it has a lot of imbalances, apparently.
It does. I think.
You mean you have 6 different teams you can choose between when you're fighting.
I can totally see it. You know, the knight is a very weird unit because it doesn't have to move in either a diagonal or a straight line.
So you have an appreciation for David Serlin's work.
Yes, why not?
You are a Serlinite.
To be fair, and I hope all of his type and talking about how great chess 2 was mostly fucking cheap. But knowing David Sterling and talking about
One of the best parts about that game is that there is a trailer for it where it has a tidbit from a review, and that the quote is "more like chess than chess."
Okay. All right.
That's the real the real treasure there.
that's the guy who
Yeah,
Am I getting mixed up by your fucking words right now? It hurts so fucking much right now. Oh, that's the stuff right there. I saw what you did there. I like that.
I love doing that sort of shit in any game that allows it. Just this is unsafe.
No
but
way.
But I can cancel into this thing if I wait super long and you'll hit a button.
You guys should not have brought up chess 2. I'm falling for elementary shit. Oh, I know that's an overhead.
That's the best meta game is talking to your opponent while playing. Yeah, he made the fucking HD Super Turbo HD remix or fake fireballs.
Here we go. This is from the actual Chess 2 website. The gameplay unifies all that's great about chess with aspects from modern game design, while fixing problems in the original that have long frustrated grandmasters and amateurs alike.
Which is why those grandmasters hop ship to chess 2.
Right. Compared
They're
to
like,
chess,
finally.
Chess 2 relies much less on memorized openings and more on traditional play. There are fewer draws and an asymmetrical gameplay with multiple matchups and impressive.
God, that sounds so fighting game like it hurts.
Yeah, what's funny is that this David Serlin doesn't even understand fighting games. So it's like, his lens is like he's supposed to be the fighting game guy in like his development. It's like, I'm bringing stuff from fighting games over to this other, and I'm like simplifying fighting games because I understand them so much. Only I can simplify them. But it's really just that he has a simple view to begin with.
I can understand simplification because you want to be able to do what your mind is thinking. But
Yeah.
But I also like going into a lab and like trying to get things done and practicing it and then finally
Having shit to practice is pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
I enjoy that. Yeah, it's also on the website. There are thousands of variants of chess, but only one is playing the Final War sequel. Chess is the kind of classic and it's impossible to prove
Ah, damn.
it. And it's now available on Ouya.
Of all platforms.
Is it coming out for the N-Gage?
Yeah, it's on Steam.
Oh shit. Here, do this OS so you can chain shift and see the gap. Oh wait, I pressed the button in it anyway.
I thought I forward assaulted. And I don't know what happened there. I thought I jumped into assault and it somehow just didn't come out.
Yeah.
Your stick is weird.
Stick?
Yeah.
I like that stick. Why, because of light frame?
Well, no, the
Yeah,
stick that I
custom
use isn't designed for fighting games, but for shmups. So your stick is very loose. You might think it's tight. I think this is loose.
No, I think it's loose. I like that.
Yeah, okay, all right. So
How many pounds is the string in the stick you use? Oh, no, I'm talking to.
I didn't really research it like that. It's an LS56 by Sanwa. I'm sorry, no, not Sanwa. Seimitsu. That's designed for shmups.
I thought that sounds pretty. Oh, actually, maybe I don't know. I thought shmups generally had higher tension springs.
They use LS56 and LS58.
Yeah, I don't know any of that by name.
Like the typical one, I think is LS32. That's like for
Yeah, I think I've like played on
that's for third strike.
32 before or something.
Yeah, that one's used for third strike, but 56 and 58 are even tighter, and they're designed for shmups, not fighting games.
Oh, okay.
We order new sticks, and then they come with the wrong springs. We would order new springs.
New springs.
And then those springs were right, and everybody was complaining, like, all these springs are exactly how I want them to be. The only springs we got were way too stiff, because they wanted them. So I put it in and compared it to the stick. So the Joe was on the couch. Like, oh, maybe you
I used to let him use anti-air hits because you couldn't do that in Unia. The 3C was too shitty before. It's not gonna kill. Hey! That was right. I did not realize. Am I dead?
No.
That slide. No. Schoolgirls taught me I hate 3v3 fighters. I don't like teams, I don't like assists. I especially don't like assists. Well, that's actually the entirety of what I don't like about it. It's not that I'm playing 3 characters. I love KOF 13, so obviously I don't have a problem with playing 3 characters. I just don't want any tags or assists. Well, obviously, it's very sick and creative, so I can't say no. Ah yes, the whip throw mix-up. Ah, maybe there's a gap. Oh no.
Damn! God.
The feint is great. I love that they made it like. I love that they made it his taunt. I believe that's just his taunt for the shrug. He's such an asshole.
Stop
I
talking.
mean, it's got. It's definitely got some depth. It's like really textbook when I do that thing, because it's like you can just like look at my current resources and it's just like if I finish Rekka's and I don't have Oracle to do that, then look at my meter, and if I have Super, then I'm gonna try to delay Super. Otherwise, finishing Rekka's is just waiting for me to myself to get punished. Oh, I didn't even trade. No.
Well, it's because Mika's got some pretty stubby normals, so that second
Oh
one.
yeah, having stubby normals in Union was a really bad thing. That was never Byakuya's problem. Like he's always had these like that, and fucking 2C go forever. Yeah, having stubby normals in this game really sucks. But I mean, Akatsuki is good, so like you can work with him, but he's good because he got a bunch of others like buffs alongside that, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. Well, pretty much
Okay,
everything that, like, just about everything that Mika does puts her at risk in comparison to Akatsuki.
Yeah, I see that for sure.
Her grab is techable, so you know that's
Yeah.
not even like foolproof. Her
Well, she has a version of it that's untechable, right?
no.
I've
Don't.
seen you command grab.
That's a 360, but I mean like her typical command grab that is not the 360 is
It's always techable.
always techable.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Even just a flat out empty super fruit.
I would. It's probably really hard to tech, but I think it is.
Wait, no. If the yellow flash doesn't appear, then the command grab isn't techable.
Okay.
It's only on the one. I bet it's her A version is untechable and the B version's techable.
No, they're both technical.
Do the A version. Okay. Do the B version. Alright, yeah, you're right. Okay. I could have sworn you did something to me that wasn't technical before, but maybe not. Maybe I'm bad.
It was just timing. It's a lot harder to catch when.
Oh, no, I've noticed when you do it to me and I don't catch. Like, I've noticed. Although it would be the super, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
I
even then
hope
that
it's
costs meter though. So
Yeah, I hope it's untechable.
yeah, basically, it's at the point where it better be exactly.
Yeah.
I learned to do the Hezbollah has that anyway, they just have. It's like a guy versus back of the screen on the other side of the screen.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna watch you closely now.
Lately this project I think it's Discord right now. Of course they did that on essays, so they can be on CCTV.
Memers.
I agree. I like Nemesis.
She's a fun character, but
Alright, I'll play like 3 more.
Okay.
No, I'm going after this. You didn't want that.
yeah, first of all,
Yeah, and Dine had something else. Dine had something else. No, I was willing to bring him. He had something else going. When I asked him again. Yeah. Yeah, it was in a position where like you were standing up and like it wouldn't hit you until you extended your hitbox or something. What? I haven't seen that happen before. That was brand new to me. That was really odd and also really cool. This character is XDing on me.
Pretty much. It's the only way she wins.
XD. Oh. Well, that's a low. Okay.
I think a secondary character should be someone who's good against tilted counterpicks.
I don't know.
So like good against
When Mika wins, she gives you PTXD.
That's pretty good.
like who gets in really quick.
I don't know enough anymore. I don't know really. I guess maybe Lin. Is Kuga still bluff plus a million? Like that's still like, if that's unchanged, that's a ridiculous neutral option.
Yeah, I don't know how to play this game. I only learned like Nico a little while ago. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it would be cool. It would be cool for it to, like, I'm just super pessimistic in that, like, even in that, like, it's the anime scene. Even if it does, like, what does it matter? It's gonna be gone when it's gonna be gone. Like, people aren't gonna stick with it after DBFZ comes out, for instance. Like, fucking nobody, like, every new anime game always kills every single like except for like the outlier has been recently that BB has a pretty separate scene now from Guilty Gear, from Exert. But like usually, yeah, every new like anime game kills what it, like the previous one, basically. And DBFZ is by far like the biggest new anime release that's ever happened. Actually, I think like yeah, like bigger than Exert, bigger than like Blaze Blue coming out easily.
Bigger than VCI.
I mean, okay, I guess you could count that as anime.
I mean, well, it's not anime, but like you know.
Yeah.
Anime games bigger than VCI. They're in the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Perfect sweet spot there. Any movement and you get hit with
Yeah, her hitbox is just right for that web to just like really be to really make that suck for her.
Okay, I'm gonna try to win this one. I'm definitely gonna try to win this one. I gotta win this one.
Ah, shit. Yeah. Oh, it's a series for individual speedruns.
yeah. He got the world record for like Punch Out, and then he decided
Oh, that's interesting. Titans Punch Out is like a really unconventional speedrun, I would think. I've seen it before, but I also admittedly don't know too much about it. Oh yeah, Super Mario 64 is a crazy speedrun. There's so much in that. Oh my god, the second one being low is so weird. Oh god, I got dropped.
Fuck! No! 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 No!
Oh crap. I messed it up. Fucking slide. It's like Stun Dipper.
Yeah. It's Stun Dipper. It's basically Stun Dipper.
Yeah. I will see you at Salty Empire.
For sure.
I've just seen that you shielded my 5UB,
Yeah.
which is where she does a little cannon. I figured, why don't we try to command grab? But it didn't come out. You didn't hit me out of it either. Like, you gave me enough time to do it.
Yeah,
But,
Mrs. Tap.
yeah.
Y'all have a good night.
Thank you, you too. Have a good one. I'm just gonna change the names on here.
I saw that AAW in Fringe, and it just reminded me that like 3 weeks ago, no, 2 weeks ago, I actually went to the probably last standalone AAW in Cali. It's freaking. So there's one in Melton or whatever that's called. That was like a 2-hour drive from my house. I'm just like, I have to have tapped AAW at least once in my life.
Well, you know what A&W stands for, right? Well, it stands for what they sell at A&W's. Hamburgers and root beer.
I mean, I know it says A&W All American Food.
Yeah, it stands for hamburgers and root beer. Because they sell hamburgers and root beer.
Neat. Right. So, I finally had it. I had it. I had me the Papa Burger combo, replaced the drink with a root beer float, and I'm like, man, this float is good. And then I'm all like, you know what? I'm gonna get a separate large drink. Let me just get this root beer on tap, and I'm all like, this is the best. This is the freaking best. And at the same time, I felt diabetes. Like, I was dying driving back home drinking that root beer, but it felt, I've never felt like in so much pain and so good at the same time. Like,
Ready?
yeah. Like, I just kept thinking to myself, this tastes great, but I'm gonna get amputated. Like, there is technically an establishment a little closer, but it's A&W KFC.
Yeah.
And I'm all like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Whenever you go to a Taco Bell KFC, it's like half the menu of each place. An excellent example would be Pizza Hut KFC or Pizza Hut
Yeah.
Taco Bell. Like, you only get individual pizzas. You can't get whole pizzas there.
Yeah, the little personal pan pizzas.
Yeah. So I'm like, I can't go to this. I can't go to these joint establishments for sure. You're not gonna have everything. And I need to know what this is all about. The fried cheese curds are so good. Right, that's an order, right?
Yep.
We got a little better at zoning.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot better at the linchpin.
Probably just giving you a little too much room because freaking Davita's Byakuya is got me.
Yeah, no, get in my face, because once you're there, it's a really hard time for me to get out.
You're being too respectful right now.
Yeah. Dive car. Warlock says that's what happens when you check the Yum Brands library. I don't know what that means. I thought I said Yumi. Second.
What is he even talking about?
No idea. It might have been talking about A&W. What is that for hamburgers and whoop here?
Yum Brands library. Oh, dude, they had their own mascot too, but I forgot what it was. I don't know if it was a bear or something. Seriously, don't know. I feel like it was a bear.
A&W mascot?
Yeah. Oh, actually, A&W was featured in an anime recently. And it wasn't even like a bootleg A&W. It was the A&W. So you know like how in anime all the time you see like Whack Donald or something, right?
Yeah.
No, this was A&W. Although you guys probably wouldn't want to watch the anime though. It's what is it called? A little sister is all you need, basically. So there is no little sister in it, from what it seems. It's just that the main character is a dude that has a little sister complex. And so there's this girl that loves him that's all like, why don't you just pretend that I'm your little sister or something? Because she's petite, you know, she's small, she's cute and stuff. And she just wants to like sell herself to him as like his little sister or something. Because she already loves him, she just wants him to love her back.
Yeah. So Warlock was saying Yum Brands means A&W, Taco Bell, KFC, Pizza Hut, among other stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling it was like a corporation type of deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been to a KFC A&W before, where they have like the glass mugs and stuff.
Yeah, the one I'm talking about is in Torrance, and that's a lot closer to home than the main establishment that I went to in Meltone. Yeah, I think it was Meltone. That was fun. If I were to do it again, I would do it in company because as it was a long drive, it would be a lot less boring if I had someone to talk with. Still feels kind of weird to like be like, hey guys, let's go on the adventure. Where are we going? A burger joint. Damn. That hurt.
Sometimes it's just like let's go by linchpin automatically, even if I didn't let go of it. And so that's what happened there. Like at the when you win, it just releases it. Good cross under. It's close.
Yeah, I'm all like, it's not gonna kill, is it?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna kill me for sure. You still had Oracle state, so you could have canceled. But I think maybe the combo just didn't allow for it or something. Sure. Give me one more match we just started. Okay. Is that okay? We do one more? Okay. god. I keep missing to that high for some dumb reason. I'm gonna go help Mandy real quick, I'll be right back. Go to the main menu if you want to do training or something, you can do that.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go to World's Collide tomorrow. So I've been getting better with my Hilda Linchpin stuff. It might be pretty good for the tournament.
I should probably try to push it. If you wanted to do a multi, it would have to be off stream, right?
Yeah, normally Allegari comes with his laptop if he's at the World Series or a World Series party or something like that.
Was that who you meant by a friend that's impressed and was thinking about being here for a minute or no?
No, that's Grom. He's coming by later.
Okay, what's he gonna play?
Grom usually plays like CVS too, so I don't know if he's gonna play anything or just hang out. Yeah, we might end up cutting things off early. Because we probably would, if we played Multi-Blood, it wouldn't be on stream probably, because I have to use the streaming computer to do it. I have the Twitch chat open while I'm playing. If you guys have any questions, just go ahead and talk on it.
少し遊んださ順調に成敗いたすファーストクローズリバイド跳ねなさいキュッ回る行きなさい出しなさい踊りなさい砕きなさいお上手これはどうするいこう出なさいそういいキュッキュッキュッキュッ出なさいそう時を刻むのキュッ回ってなさい刻まきなさい時を刻むのキュッ回ってなさいそう当然すぐるキュッこれ力というものにウィン飽きる空気なんだセカンドクローズリバイド出してキュッそっキュッ出しなすとみなさん次は出しなす出なすよ次は出なす次はまずコーテンスフルームキュッキュッキュッキュッ時を刻むのキュッそっちキュッキュッ出なさいそう
Oops.
Yeah, it's fun. Remember, I brought it up a while ago. Actually, I don't know if we should talk about it on the screen, but I had a friend come over, right? And unfortunately, he was attacked one time. As soon as he got
Oh, you
attacked.
said your friend.
Yeah, okay, so Koreans consume a fair amount of garlic, I think, or whatever, right? So every time I ever open the door to his room, not only is it extremely messy, but
It's very delicate.
yeah, it's got a very strong smell to it.
Well, I do like garlic.
Yeah, but I mean, like your room doesn't smell like it though, so it's like a double.
Yeah, well, my room's
So his is much worse, trust me. Yeah. Good night.
You said you mostly play this on the PS3. You not have your PS3 always hooked up?
Who said that?
You played mostly on the PS3, right?
Oh. No, I never had the PS3 hooked up. I don't like to be on a console.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you're a PC guy.
even then, like, my personal PC is on Linux now, so running games on this is a bitch. I haven't been playing anything. It's just really hard for me to get into it on a console because you don't have alt tabs or anything. I get distracted like really fast and stuff. Even though multi-days were pretty hard, it was like I mean, it was just so easy being able to just alt tab into the browser and then alt tab back into the game. When I tried to play anything that wasn't multi, I just had a really hard time until Guilty Gear came. But that was like, you know, when it came to Steam.
Is it mostly because, like, you're playing online, you're waiting for matches?
Just in general, I would get distracted, you know?
It sounds like if you have the ability to alt tab, you get more distracted.
In the end, I guess the amount of time I put into the game, was just far greater on PC than it would be on console. Because I would like to constantly check like Twitter or whatever, right? Or just look up more tech. And it was really hard when I would have to switch from display to display, right? Because at the time I only had one monitor, so when UniL came out, I pretty much didn't play it at all because it just was a constant juggle of do I want to like research the game or do I just want to like jump into it?
Yeah.
And that's not a problem when the game has like a PC port because I can just do both at almost the same time, you know, it's just a matter of alt tabbing the whole time. But my monitor, for whatever reason, my roommate's PS3, I was using his PS3. I didn't have a PS3 at the time. I never owned a console. So I would play the game on his PS3, and every time I would switch the display from DDI to HDMI, I would get snow, and I'm just like, oh, fuck this. And I would just get too frustrated. I didn't want to actually put time into. I mean, I wanted to play UniL. I really wanted to play UniL. I just didn't want to be on a PS3. Yeah. And then PS4 came around, and that was a little better. But now I have a controller problem because my select button is not a home button, and so because I don't have both a select and a start, I can't do the firmware updates.
I see you switch sides because it's the names that we have set up on the stream.
I see. So, yeah, I'm just constantly annoyed by having to switch between platforms.
Yeah.
I just want to be on one. PC does like 80% of what I want, and while maybe more than anything, I want to be good at fighting games. I just can't give up the freaking PC browser life. So
yeah, the majority of fighters, you know, the like tournament standard is not on PC.
yeah, and I don't want to give up all the other great things about PC. So when I have this awesome machine that can also play the game that I want, that is when I'm most in it. So I went hard. I went in really hard with Sign, and I haven't gone in that hard with Revelator because it took like half a year for it to come to PC. I had it on console. I bought it. I bought the demo, like, you know, before the game before it came out and stuff. But I just wasn't into it. And Rev 2 did come out pretty closely, but by then I was just like, man, I got all these other things going on. Like I'm in the middle of buying a car and stuff. I can't buy Rev 2, and I still don't have it. I haven't fully paid off the car, and I haven't been playing Munis either because most of my time I'm just like trying to figure out what I can do to make my car better.
Yeah.
That's where my free time is really going.
Yeah, I mean, once I learned my Hilda tech, I really haven't been putting in any practice, other than just playing people, which, you know, really helps. because I mostly just focus on Guilty Gear plus R, because that's definitely my passion.
I think Mandy's saying something.
So I'll check on her after this. Nah, damn. There it goes. Got that Mika XD tech. Hey, Gron, how's it going?
Oh, I know you. I was all like, who's Ron?
We're probably gonna call it. Yeah, we're probably gonna call Under Night Inbirth quits pretty soon, because I'm up for playing more games on NES or something like that. If you want to play stuff.
You ever played Melty? Or you don't like that game?
I'm sure you never played this one. Yeah. This is Under Night Inbirth.
Okay, Melty is MVC3 without team assist. It's the same logic. Somebody actually made a video called MVC3 copied Melty, so he was playing Melty Blood React. That's like 2 iterations from the one that we're on now, right? And it's the same thing. So make a combo, right? You can get 1 ground bounce, 1 wall bounce, 1 ground bounce, or you can get 3 ground bounces or 3 wall bounces. Yeah, so like it's like that. You get 3 bounces every combo.
Button layout's very similar too.
Huh?
I said the button layout's very similar
Yeah,
too,
it's
especially if you're looking
basically-
at Tatsunoko vs. Capcom.
Yeah, did you ever play MVC3 or not? Well, it's MVC3. I swear to you, it's MVC3. Just instead of the special button where you launch them, it's 3C. Like pretty much every other fighting game before, like where you had like a dedicated down and forward launch button.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But it's MVC3 at the core. Like, except it came out in 2002.
So I heard the Dodger game didn't go too well.
It was basically over after the second.
I'm really sorry to hear that. I heard they were doing really good this year up until now.
Yeah, this is probably their best year since 1988 when they won it.
Was this their last chance in the series, or would you have more games?
But this was the last. This was the final game. Whoever won this one. So what's the minute?
Yeah. I heard traffic was really bad because of that.
It was always bad during the playoffs.
So the semifinals were Dodgers versus Cubs, right?
Yeah, they got revenge over the Cubs. And then they went on to win the World Series. So this time.
And the other 2 were the Yankees and who?
The Yankees and Houston.
Okay, so who won between those 2? Astros or Yankees? I see. You said took them to the limit? Oh, so they won all 7 games?
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, that's the best kind of second place you can get. You know what I'm saying? That you actually do all games and you get second place. That's fun. It's not like you weren't,
You were
destroyed.
swept like 4-0.
Yeah. So, I mean, we may not have won, but hey, you know what? We don't have a bad team after all.
Lost a lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah, that was some good.
Well, I bet they make the same amount of money whether they win or they get second place. It's all about those ticket sales, right?
Oh god. One thing I'm pissed about is that they didn't make the World Series available to everyone. So you're forced to get it by second hand stuff.
Really?
Really expensive.
Was that your case?
Yeah. I was able to, like, they sold post-season tickets to the League Championship Series. But then the World Series, the only way you could have gotten those tickets is if you were either like a season ticket holder or a mini plan holder.
Yeah, that's what. Isn't that the case usually though? Like you can only get those tickets for like a season ticket holder.
Well, I understand those guys getting first priority, which they should, but they should make it available to everyone like the rest of the tickets that are left.
Yeah.
But instead, I think the rest of the tickets are straight so like ticket holders stuff those weren't cheap in the first place. It's like 8, 6, and 7, $600.
How much did you pay for your tickets?
I'm like, oh my god, you're beating me worse than Vita did.
Let's just say,
Wow. Was that for multiple tickets? Just for tonight?
yeah.
Ooh, wow. Just one seat?
Yeah. I actually got the ticket just for that hell of it. I got it because I didn't think it would happen. I was like, this is the case. But it did happen.
Were you betting with any friends?
No.
Wow.
That and my boots
If I was you, I'd have been like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go watch the Dodgers versus the Astros, but I'm gonna bet against the Dodgers. I mean, I get it, you know, home team and stuff, but
I've been a Dodgers fan since I was little, so
yeah.
I don't understand if you guys did. It's like, it wouldn't matter.
No, it's not even me being like, okay, look, I would still probably do that shit. You know, like, because here's the thing. As much as I may like a brand or a team or something like that, I've never been so like. Well, the way I'm looking at it is this: if my team wins, if the people I actually want to win, I'll be proud. If they lose, at least I get money out of it.
Good.
And I'm just glad that people like you exist in this world, because we need more people like you. Well, no. We just need more, you know, honest, good people. That's all I'm saying. Like, because if the world is full of people like me that are all like, well, look, this is who I want to win, but I'll bet against them because if I lose, at least I make money, and if I win, I'm happy, right? Then we're just gonna live with all these people that are like completely indirect, fucked up, and at the same time, can we even trust them? That's my deal.
Oh.
See, I wouldn't trust you. But if I knew you for all these years or whatever, you'd probably be my best friend. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at that scenario, the one that I brought up as, whatever, I win. Like, you know, my team won, I won. I lost, I won money.
Well, like that South Park episode with Satan versus Jesus. and they're gonna have like a boxing match. And so what happens is everybody takes bets on it. After they weigh both of them, like, oh wow, Jesus weighs a lot less than Satan does. And so like, oh, take your bets. And of course, oh, we're all gonna bet on Jesus. But they all secretly bet on Satan. It's just like, look how bumpy it is.
Look at that dude!
And so what ended up happening was only one person bet on Jesus, and that was Satan, and he threw the match, so everybody lost all their money.
I remember that.
He's like, ha ha ha, it's the most evil thing ever. All of you lost your money.
I can't believe everybody betted on Satan.
Like, even the preacher bet on Satan.
No!
I think it was the first season. The episode was called Damien. Is that still the case? I thought it was all on Hulu now. They had South Park Studios for a while. Either it's gone or it's linked to Hulu. And Hulu, you can still watch like a lot of free shows just with ads. And South Park Studios you used to be able to watch it all free with ads. But I think with Hulu it's like limited for which ones you can do.
Just give me a second.
Sure. So like I think you can't watch every episode. You can watch most.
Next year I'm buying early.
Yeah, really. Get the season tickets or something.
That's the problem. I didn't like that.
Wow. Well, you don't have to show up every single day. It's still cheaper than buying one World Series ticket,
How far is
right?
Lancaster from Dodger Stadium? That is where you go to watch it, right?
Yeah, it's about, let's see, an hour and
Hey yo, that's literally me going to lunch every morning.
that's not traffic.
Without traffic. Okay. Oh, yeah, without traffic it's still like 40 minutes for me.
For me, my big spending thing each year is going to Evo and stuff like that.
I'm just saying, man, if you love these people,
Yeah, and plus I live also the Ducks, so I also...
before you got here, I told Nathan that I made a 2-hour trip just to go drink root beer on tap over at like the last individual A&W stand. Right? See, so I researched A&W over the years, but I never had a car, right? So I'm like, okay, that's a little far, I mean, like, public transit, it would take me no less than 3 hours to make it to the closest A&W from my house, right? But then I got a car very recently, and I'm all like, fuck. All the ones that were actually close enough to drive within 40 minutes to an hour are gone. They're all gone. The one in Torrance is gone. The one in Anaheim is gone. Yeah. So the one I was stuck with was the one in Melton. And that, from my house, was like a 2-hour drive without traffic. So that was just fucking wow. Like, I left my house at 12 p.m. I only went up there to eat there. And I got back, I mean, I did eat there. Okay. And then I got back at home at 7. That was a whole day wasted for me to go get root beer on tap after eating burgers and chicken sandwiches.
And I used to go to Ducks games on weekdays, like when I lived here in the valley. And it was normally an hour drive without traffic. It's like during rush hour, it ends up being 3 hours.
Yeah, every day when every day driving home from work, because Nathan's only like five minutes from from where I work. That is with or without traffic. Probably even less without traffic. But my house, every day after work, guaranteed 2 hours. So I would do the commute to Dodger Stadium if I was a fan. I'm just like, you know, so like at the end of the day, it's gonna take me this long to get home anyway. Like I've asked on occasion, like I would just like text Manny like, hey, can I just kill some time here? I really don't want to deal with the traffic.
Oh yeah.
So it was like 3 hours.
I've never been to a hockey game before.
I saw a Clippers game one time. That was kind of interesting. I wasn't too engaged with it. I'm sure. They really are? Because like,
I don't know about now.
you're free. Like, here's the thing. Whether or not Clippers ever get better than Lakers, I don't know what this thing. I really don't. I feel like Lakers has the branding. No? Like, whether or not the team goes to absolute shit. Whether or not the team goes to absolute shit.
Yeah, the Lakers went to absolute shit.
I think everybody would still rather watch a Lakers game than the Clippers game.
Well, I'm like LA. Clippers have been terrible for so
For centuries, even though it hasn't been centuries.
I got an extra stick you can use.
I have like my own stick at home collecting dust, and I'm just like, why don't I just keep this in the trunk?
Yeah.
It's so different. My stick is so different. It's not even designed for fighting games. It's designed for shmups. So when I'm playing this, everything drops. I can't even tell people I did my best. I'm just like freaking at Worlds Collide or here or whatever, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna take my losses as they come. I'm not even gonna be salty about this shit. Because even if I wanted to say I did my best, it would be a lie.
Ryan had like a family dinner he's going to. Matt's been having something he's been pretty busy with lately. Alligari couldn't make it because he was doing World Series stuff too. I think they're just having like a watch party at someone's place. He didn't go, but they're having a party for it. Jason said he was busy tonight with adult things. Yeah, probably.
Alligari seems like a pretty cool guy outside of fighting games too. I should probably hang out with him though.
So what fighting games do you mostly playing, Ron?
I should get better at playing it.
No MVCI?
You should play Melty. It's a complete game. You know, like if you choose to like it or not, I mean, it's not gonna update. It's just not gonna update. Frickin', you know, they keep saying it's gonna update. No, it's done.
When I was trying like NBC, I am like, wait, I've been trying to get you to guilty for so long and you play this.
Alright, alright.
I'm just trying, man.
Oh, Dragon Ball Fighters when that comes out. That seem interesting?
That, I'll definitely try.
Yeah.
I don't feel like this. Before MVC3 came out, I thought that Melty was kind of like MVC1. I don't know if you ever got into that.
Oh, yeah.
Just a general versus series, because it's got a logic to it where the objective is, for most characters anyway, land the normal, do like 3 or 4 hits, go into launcher, do an aerial raid, into a knockdown. Most characters. It differs with some. Some have a little more freedom, and some are less fortunate where they have to actually end it with a grab ender, and then you're both set back to neutral, more or less. I mean, you have a slight advantage because you're not recovering from, you know, the grab, but in general, it's basically that. Do a small combo into an aerial raid into a knockdown. Some characters have to do a grab, some characters can actually set up Oki. Can you respect that type of logic? So there you go. I mean, as long as you come in with that kind of mindset, pretty much every character is playable.
So that story was kind of like, whereas in Mortal Kombat, it's kind of where there's like 3 different versions of the same character.
There is that. There is that. Here's the thing. So the 3 different versions, it's meter changes. You have Half Moon, which is 200% meter max, and then it starts depleting on its own, and it's down to 0. You have Crescent Moon, which is 300 meter max, and while you're in max mode, you can just spam supers until it fades back to...
So it's like old school KOF before like...
Yeah, KOF max meter.
I want to try one of these moves. Just go ahead and start it real quick. I'm just going to do like this weird teleport move I heard
Right.
about.
So, as I was saying, so max meter in Crescent mode, it's basically max meter in KOF. It just goes all the way down, but I don't really remember where it ended with KOF, but instead of ending at 0, it ends at 200. So it's a matter of gaining 100 meter again, and then you're back in max mode. The only way you go down to 0 is if you use it on what's called a last arm. Arc Drive. Arc Drive and Last Arc. Those will deplete your meter entirely when you're in max mode. If you don't use that, yeah, if you're just using level 1 supers, you can keep spamming. Probably not as abusive though, because typically in Melty, you would not want a super unless you were doing it off of a confirm. But like supers in Melty are not like they are in traditional like Capcom fighting games where like 1 or 2 hits into a non-prorated super. No, it's gonna be prorated after you make a a confirm. So you might as well make the combo as long as you can before you end up with a super. So there's that. But the whole time while you're in max, if you really wanted to, and few people do this, but you could just spam specials. There are some characters that could get away with it, but not everybody can. So there's that. That's for Crescent Moon. For Full Moon, when you go into, you still get 300% meter, like Crescent Moon, but when it's done and it goes into max and it goes all the way down, it's at 100%. So the only one that's left without meter is Half Moon. But Half Moon has a few advantages, or disadvantages, depending on how you want to look at it. The moment that a Half Moon is hit, it's gonna burst, like in Guilty, right? So you hit a Half Moon and he's gonna burst automatically. Also, the burst is not punishable. So you cannot, you can't hit a Half Moon and then grab him out of his burst. You can't do that. He's free. He's 100% free. Now there's probably been 1 or 2 cases in the latest version of Melty where it can be baited. That's like character specific. So if you're not using that character, the Half Moon character is free. So as long as you're not fighting basically FV Akiha, play Half Moon. Anybody else, you may want to pick Crescent or Full.
Yeah, so essentially, it's just you've got 3 different movesets for the most part, but also 3 different grooves.
That's the other interesting thing.
But
It's
change
not
it.
like CVS2 where it's just meter changes and mechanics changes, but the moves change too. So,
It's kind of like, let's say, Alpha 3, where you have some moves changing.
Yeah,
I think it's a
you don't
little
have that
more
many moves
drastic.
changing in Alpha 3, yeah.
I think it's a little more drastic than Alpha 3. Because, see, it's a 25 character game, right? But because of the moves, you might as well call it a 75 character game. Like, everybody has a different game plan. They all ultimately end with this, like, if you could, end it with some wake-up game, right? But if you can't, whatever, for whatever reason, your character is strong anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, Wadaki is a good example. That guy is neutral king. He is excellent in neutral, but not every moon version of him has good Okizeme. Like, I think maybe Crescent and Half Moon Warakia, like, all of his normals are so good that they'll destroy everybody in neutral. But once he knocks him down, they're free to move around. He doesn't have any Oki game. He can't set up any traps. And then you have, like, in my case with Akiha, I use Akiha, so I got 3 different versions of Akiha. I have Crescent Moon, which has a little bit of the wake up game and a little bit of the damage. And then I have Half Moon, which has all the damage, but no Oki game. And then I have Full Moon, which has no damage, but all the Oki game. So it's like, and that's the other thing. Stereotypically, in Melty Blood, Full Moon characters deal damage. Akiha does not fit that description. She doesn't do damage for shit. Her heaviest combos do 3.5k. So she has to confirm you like 4 times to actually win a match. And that's optimal combos. Straight hits, she's probably going to confirm off of you 6 to 8 times. But she has really good wake up pressure. So it's a very simple game plan. Do a small combo and do a knockdown into Oki for F Akiha. And she's not going to get a lot of damage. In fact, she gets better chip than most characters because her wake up pressure is really good. It's just she doesn't have really good combo damage. H Akiha, her combo damage, she hits you like a friggin' bus. She will end you in 2 combos. No matter who you are. No matter who you are, she will end you in 2 combos. But her normals are shit. Her normals are bad and her Oki is bad. But if you're so bad that you get hit by H Akiha twice, you lose. In the end, it's pretty balanced. Some people would say that Siroa is a problem and that Epime is a problem. Definitely, I can see that. But it could be worse. I still see it as a 75 character game. It's not a... Yeah. Because here's the other thing. Because there's all these groups, you're going to run into people who just don't know your matchup. You may know the Epime matchup, but they won't know, say, the H Whiteland matchup. And some people would say that H Whiteland is like the weakest Whiteland. But here's the other thing, is since it is a poverty game, it never got explored to the same level that, like, say, CVS2 or MVC2 got explored. So I think occasionally you'll run into like that Half Moon or that Crescent Moon player, and everybody wants to say that, no, the best version is Full Moon, the best version is Crescent or Half Moon or whatever, but they'll use a moon that they're not used to, and they'll win just because they don't know how to deal with it normals. Like, you'd be surprised if you look at, there's actually a website for it called Melty Blood Database. Exactly.
Yeah, Jason uses King really well.
Exactly. So there was like an old ass veteran from the original couple of Multi Bloods that came out. His name was Bad Sister, and he just basically performed combo videos, right? For vanilla Akiha. Like really classic Akiha. He ended up becoming an H Akiha player. And now he's got like insanely long damaging combos that, yes, he is the type of H Akiha that if you hit you twice, you're dead, right? Most H Akihas don't do that. So when you watch his play, you're like, wow, this guy's got some real damage behind him. This guy just has these really long-ass combos and shit. That you really don't know when it ends. That's the other thing. It's like, let's say that if you were fortunate enough to play side by side, right? H Akiha combos can get pretty long. So you could end your combo the moment that your opponent is just like maybe scratching his nose or something. Reset. It's over.
This to the North Star.
Right.
Oh, good. That long.
Not that long.
Or let's say, what was it? Crouch canceling infinite. Help with 3Ds.
H Akiha does not have an infinite, but she does have 30-second long combos. So even if you don't win, like even if you don't deplete their meter entirely, you could, in theory, depending on the timer set, you could win a match by timeout, just doing 2 combos.
But it does take a lot to finally get that hit in this game, in Melty Blood. So you have a lot of defensive options in Melty Blood.
Yeah, that is the other thing. That's kind of why the game is balanced as well as it is because there's a lot of defensive options.
Yeah, I really like the air footsies in Melty Blood. Like, you can see people jumping all over the place, doing weird mix-ups and stuff, trying to hit each other without ever hitting each other.
Well, that's another thing you have to... Okay, so... Me being an F Akiha player, right? My first serious game was Melty, right? But I came at it from a Melty Blood player's perspective, right? So here's a funny thing. F Akiha has actually really good normals, right? So when it comes to the footsies in Melty, if you ever watch anybody play Melty, good players, it's very close quarters, right? Generally, there's a lot of good buttons, but they're all close range. Nathan brought this up to me one time when I was telling him, like, why are you more serious about getting to the air than Melty? And he's all like, well, you see, about 80% of the cast in Melty Blood plays the same. I would say, because of the different move styles and stuff like that, you don't really have to play the same. But because generally, based off of crescent move from like Akadenza and earlier games where people fought a lot closer, it feels like you kind of have to, but you don't have to. A character like F Akiha has some like mid-range attacks that are completely disjointed. That if the player were smart enough, she could capitalize without even getting in the opponent's face. But most of like the best F Aki players, because they are true multiplayers themselves, play a little closer than they have to. When really they could play like this far away. It's just they do it that close because that's how every multiplayer does. So when you're coming from a different scene and you play this game, you actually approach the game differently, and that just makes the game so much deeper.
Yeah, but they did shorten the length of stages specifically to make the game more close range.
That's the other thing that sort of gave the already veteran multiplayers like a crutch, you know, like, so it if anything, I think it crippled them.
I didn't like that.
But
that was my least favorite change that they did in Melty Blood.
But it's not like neutral game isn't there. It's not like neutral game isn't there. It's definitely there. Especially with my character, I see that there's neutral game, and if I really wanted to just dive back into the game and just say fuck everything else, I would probably be wrecking everybody at mid-range. I would not be a close-range F-Aki, and I would probably stand out of it, because it's just like I wouldn't come at the game like I used to. And the way I was coming at it was based off of two players that had a game in the scene, right? And they generally played close. And I'm just like, but you don't have to. You got all this range to work with, but you guys choose to be good. It's weird. Because I was a multiplayer first and a Guilty Gear player. And Guilty Gear forces you to learn neutral. Especially XR. Because everybody has a game plan and you start learning it early on. Like, you're like, okay, I can never contest that. But the moment that he's done with that, I can contest it with this, right? So Melty's like really fluid and it spoils a lot of people and they don't get a sense of neutral, but it's there. They just don't know it. Guilty Gear will force you to learn neutral. So coming from there, going back to Melty, I'm all like, I don't have to play the game the way I used to anymore.
Guilty Gear just kind of expands how much you have to think about everything, you know, not just like neutral, but also ground okizeme, air tech okizeme, and then you get into like when you start being able to burst, you can go for burst baiting and like throwing bursts, and then when people go for dead angles, you can like you know, bait the dead angle and stuff like that. There's just so many different angles you can look at everything in Guilty Gear Plus R.
Well, yeah. So my first attraction to Melty anyway was combo freedom.
You want to do more verses now?
Yeah.
Let me do the right side.
My first attraction to the game was combo freedom because there was a lot of characters where it was kind of like, most of your combos in that game are juggles, right? So you could like literally just keep throwing normals out and you could just keep juggling the opponent. I could show you an example. I'm playing right now, but you know, like when I'm off or whatever, I'll just like show you a real quick video of just how silly these combos can get. And that was just like, I don't fucking scrub. I love this, but I didn't know the neutral. I learned the neutral kind of after I picked up other games.
Good backdash there. Thank you.
Do you drink or you keep a sober existence? I see. That's a shame. Because I want to empty those before I knock out.
I realize my health is that low.
It's a shame Dime wasn't here.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink everything. Well, I can keep more for later too. I mean, you know, if it's not all drink now, they'll be done by Saturday. We're looking at. I bought it when it came out. So full price, like $40 or something like that. What is it? Well, those have 5 special, which is like the main one to get. Even though they said it would come with 5 special.
How did I win that one? I'm like drunker than I was the others. Oh god. I know what it was. I know what it was. You were not used to the computer being up in your face.
I don't know, we'll see.
God. I'm definitely not one of those players that plays better when he's drunk. I swear I'm not. I don't want to be the next SKD.
So who are you probably gonna play as in Dragon Ball FighterZ, Grom? What characters do you like in the series? Androids 16 and 18 are going to be in it. That's what we're gonna do. 17's not in it as far as they've shown, but 17 like makes guest appearances in 18's playstyle. Yeah. It's like during 18 Super, like there's stuff where like 17 comes in and they both do the super at the same time kind of thing. I totally teched that. I think I teched it too early.
Yeah, whatever. I gotta
Okay. I think we're gonna call it for now, and we'll play some other stuff that's gotta be off stream. Yep. Now that I lost, it's time to say goodbye. So. Yeah, so they made 3 Romancing Saga games for the Super Nintendo, and then they remade the first one for PlayStation 2, but that was it. Saga Frontier is a sequel series? Yeah, Romancing Saga is actually the second series. The first series was for Game Boy. It was Final Fantasy Legends. Oh, that's a Saga series, yeah. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. We're going to do another night, maybe no people other thing, 2 weeks on Wednesday, just to keep track of my schedule on Twitch. And I always upload stuff on YouTube as well, same channel name. Also, you can hit me up on Discord and stuff too.